sunshine, and welcome to Live at 6:05. I'm Dr. Amy Nussbaum. Happy Friday. We made it. It's hard to believe that we're already 1 week into November and already talking about Thanksgiving, thinking about the holidays. It is crazy how these last few weeks of the year just seem to fly by. And so that got me thinking about this whole work-life balance that a lot of us talk about. And what I want us to think about this morning is to shift that a little bit and to think about creating work life harmony. Now, harmony is a little different than balance. It's not meant to be perfectly balanced. Like we spend so much time at work, we spend so much time, at home with family. It's just creating that healthy rhythm to where your life feels like it's in perfect pitch, perfect harmony. Harmony is not about alignment. It's about alignment, not about equality. It's about knowing what matters most in this season of life, wherever you are at, and letting everything else flow from that. So, first, true harmony begins when we stop trying to do everything well and start doing the right things well. So ask yourself, what truly matters in this season of life? This is a great thing to sit down and really reflect upon, maybe journal on, and just write out what truly matters about life right now. And then create another list about what are the things that really can wait, or maybe what are the things that need to go away completely, or maybe what are the things you can delegate to someone else, right? Maybe there are certain things you can allow your spouse to do, or at work, there are things you can let coworkers do, or you can just completely stop doing because they are not necessary at all. So, those three lists: what truly matters, what can wait, what can be delegated, or I guess four lists, and then what we can let go completely. Ecclesiastes 3:1 reminds us, for everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven. You don't have to be everything to everyone all the time. And here's the thing, maybe there's some things you were doing that were really, really good in the previous season, but maybe right now, just because we've always done it a certain way, doesn't mean we always need to do it that way going forward. Maybe it's time to let some things go because they just don't matter anymore. Or maybe we need to do them differently. So creating that rhythm, not necessarily routines. Routines can feel very rigid. We get up at this time, we do this at this time, and it's very rigid about routines. But when we create a rhythm, it's alive, it's moving, it's shifting, it's allowing for things to come and to go. So the rhythms of daily life, it moves with you as you need to shift and adjust. So think about this framework for your life rhythm. We've got the work focus block of purpose driven effort that we have in our life and that block of time. And then when we move away from that block, we have a block of rest. And that is an intentional pause to renew your energy. And maybe that rest looks like going for a walk or sitting down and journaling, or maybe it's going and literally taking a nap because that's what your body needs. But just listening to the rhythm of your body and listening to the rhythm of your mind, because sometimes your mind just, we need to go out and take a walk. But just listening, being aware of what those rhythms might need to be. And then having an intentional block of time where we go and we play, having that joyful connection with other people, but also with our passions. And this is one thing, especially as adults, we kind of leave out sometimes, to where we don't go out with friends, or we don't make plans to go do something that's fun. But really, and maybe it's just once a week, we plug in that rhythm of going and playing, doing something that's fun. And then, of course, that block of time for our faith, centered moments with God that remind us of our why in life and why we're doing what we're doing. And that needs to be more than just that, Sunday morning block of time when we're at church. We need to have the blocks of time where we are in scripture, or when we are spending time in prayer. Maybe we're out meditating while we're walking. So we're maybe combining the two. And that's okay. We just need to figure out what rhythm of life works well for you, because you are an individual and everything is different. But when those four flow well together, your life starts to sing again. And then protect your energy, not just your time. It's not about scheduling, it's about stewardship. Here are some other things to consider. Ask yourself, when are you most creative or calm? What drains you unnecessarily? Who or what helps you feel grounded again? So, considering those questions will help you to build those rhythms of life. Because if you are most creative, at a certain time, maybe that is when you need to do more creative work. Or when you are most calm, that's when you can do more focused work. And then identifying what drains you unnecessarily, maybe finding someone else to do that or letting it go completely. Sometimes the most spiritual thing that you can do is to rest. Jesus himself often withdrew from the crowds to go to quiet places to pray. Um, so if he needed to do that, we need to do that as well. So just being mindful of those times of rest. So today, instead of striving for balance, let's pursue harmony in life. Oh my goodness, hang on. We are getting into things we're not supposed to. All right, so give yourself permission to just slow down, especially as we get into the holiday season. They tend to speed up and get busier. So, but give yourself permission to just slow down a little bit and choose what aligns with your values. Are you doing things that you need to let go because they no longer align with what you feel is important? And then just let go of the guilt for what you cannot do right now. We try to be superhuman and do all the things all the times, but sometimes we just need to let some things go so that we can find that harmony in life. So if this message resonated with you, I invite you to take a few moments to journal. What is one small shift that could bring you more harmony this week? And I would love to hear that. So feel free to comment below or shoot me a message. I would love to cheer you on as you are making these slight adjustments with life. We are getting the other puppy now is jealous. All right. So if you are ready to dig deeper in life, to design a life that feels purposeful and peaceful and aligned with what God has created you to do and to be, then let's connect for one-on-one coaching. I would love to walk with you as you create your own rhythm of renewal. So have a great weekend, you guys. I look forward to seeing you again on Monday. But until then, remember, you are made for more. So go